They say there are places you should never go at night, places where the road ends and something else begins. In small towns across America, teenagers whisper about lovers' lanes, quiet roads, deep forests, places where no one can hear you scream. And one story has survived for generations. The story of the Hookman. It was a cold October night, the kind of night where the air feels heavy, where every shadow looks darker than it should. Daniel and Lisa drove slowly down the empty road. The headlights cut through the darkness, illuminating tall trees on both sides. They weren't supposed to be there, but that's what made it exciting. Lisa looked out the window, watching the forest pass by. "Are you sure this is the right place?" she asked quietly. Daniel smiled. "Yeah, my friend told me about it. No one comes here." That was the point. No parents, no police, no interruptions, just silence. He parked the car near the edge of the forest. The engine turned off, and suddenly everything was quiet. Too quiet. Inside the car, they laughed softly, trying to ignore the uncomfortable feeling creeping in. The forest stood around them like a wall, watching, waiting. Lisa turned on the radio. Static. She adjusted the dial. More static. Then suddenly, a voice. "Authorities are warning residents to stay inside tonight." Daniel frowned. The signal was weak. An escaped patient from the state psychiatric hospital. Lisa's smile faded. Described as extremely dangerous. The radio crackled. Last seen near the northern highway. Daniel and Lisa looked at each other. Neither of them spoke. Then the final words came through the static. "The suspect has a hook for a right hand." Silence filled the car. Lisa reached forward quickly and turned off the radio. They both laughed nervously. "It's probably nothing," Daniel said. "Just some story." But his voice didn't sound convincing. Minutes passed. The forest remained still. Lisa stared into the darkness beyond a windshield. "I don't like this," she whispered. Daniel forced a smile. "You're safe. I'm here." Then, a sound, soft, metallic, tick. They both froze. Daniel looked toward the driver's side window. Nothing, just darkness. "Did you hear that?" Lisa asked. Daniel hesitated. "Probably just a branch." He didn't believe it. Not really. Then it came again. Scrape, this time louder, closer. Lisa grabbed his arm. "Daniel." Her voice was shaking. "Start the car." He didn't argue. He put the key in the ignition. His hands were trembling. The engine struggled for a moment, then started. Relief washed over them. Daniel pressed the gas. The car moved forward. They drove faster. Neither of them looked back. They didn't want to. When they finally reached Lisa's house, the lights were on. Safe, warm, normal. They both exhaled. Lisa laughed weakly. "See? It was nothing." Daniel nodded. "Yeah, nothing." He walked her to the front door. She turned to him. "Good night." "Good night." She went inside. Daniel turned back toward the car, and that's when he saw it. Something hanging from the door handle. He stepped closer, his heart pounding. It was metal, cold, curved, a hook attached to the passenger door. Daniel couldn't breathe. It wasn't there before. It couldn't have been. His hands began to shake. He looked around. The street was empty, silent. But suddenly, he realized something worse. The hook wasn't clean. It was scratched, as if it had been dragged across the door, trying to get in. Daniel never saw who or what held the hook, but he knew one thing. Whatever had been out there had been close enough to touch them, close enough to open the door, close enough to take Lisa if they hadn't left. Years later, people still talk about that night. Some say it was just a story, a warning to teenagers, a myth. But others aren't so sure, because sometimes, late at night, on empty roads, people report hearing something, a metallic sound, soft, slow, dragging, scrape, 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 and sometimes they find marks on their car doors, long, curved, deep, like something was trying to get inside. So if you ever find yourself alone on a dark road in the middle of nowhere and you hear something outside your car, don't ignore it, don't wait, don't look, just leave, because the Hookman might already be closer than you think.